Hello everyone, welcome back to Lucky15, and in this video I'll be giving you my Lucky 15 predictions for tomorrow's horse racing action, as usual here on the channel, where our selections will be focusing at Catterick and at Sandown, and we'll get stuck into those in a sec. Before we get stuck into those, I just want to say that I'm actually going to Goodwood tomorrow for the first day of their 3 days of racing for their food and wine festival, I think it is. So if you like your food and wine, you might want to go to Goodwood over the next couple of days. But I'm going to be there tomorrow for their 8 race card. It's good racing on tomorrow, and the reason I haven't done any selections for Goodwood in my tipping for either the punts page or here on my YouTube channel is because I'm actually going there tomorrow, and I like to see the runners up close and personal in the parade ring. What they look like, are they ready to go, are they fit, are they nervous, are they sweating up, do they look cool and calm? That's something I always really consider before I have a bet when I go to the races anyway. I don't always go there and I back a horse straight away without seeing the horse on the day before it races. So if you've got any questions about any runners at Goodwood tomorrow, let me know on Twitter. You can follow me on Twitter at Lucky15, and I'll try and answer some of your questions on the day. So that's what I've got to say about that. We'll get stuck into the selections for tomorrow's racing, and we're going to be starting at Catterick tomorrow in the 1:15. We're going with a horse here called Stage Play. Best odds at the moment of around 5-2, trained by Michael Bell, and Danny Tudhope is taking the reins. He's looking to be champion jockey this year. He's going to try and get a lot of rides from the likes of David O'Mara, William Haggis, also as well. Michael Bell's been putting him up when he's been sending his horses up north. I thought it was a bold move as well by Michael Bell, taking this horse from his base down in Newmarket all the way up to Yorkshire. Catterick, and the reason I thought he was taking this horse because he really fancied its chances tomorrow. It was 8th on its debut at Ascot a couple of weeks ago, and the form of that maiden has worked out really well. The second horse, Queen of Bermuda, Come On Leicester, the third horse, and a horse called Satisfying have all gone and run really good runs, 2 of them winning, and Satisfying finishing second in a maiden at Windsor the other night to a really nice progressive horse. So the form of that race has worked out really well. It's got a lovely pedigree, related to a lot of close sprinters, and yeah, I thought Bio Oasis Dream tomorrow at 5-2 had a really strong chance of going all the way and was probably the one you wanted to be with. We then have to wait quite a few hours then to the evening racing tomorrow, where there's a fantastic evening's racing card at Sandown tomorrow, a couple of group races, some listed races, and definitely a lot of good horses on show tomorrow, which will probably have a very good season ahead of them. But we're going to the 6:35 at Sandown for our second selection with a horse here called Wedding Date. It's around about 6-1 bookmakers at the moment, trained by Richard Hannon, who's got a fantastic record in this race. Ryan Moore, very positive jockey booking, booked for the ride. Now, I thought this horse had some really good form lines coming into this. It won a really competitive maiden at Chester, at their Chester Festival a couple of weeks ago, in really good style, really destroyed the field that day. And before that, it finished second at Brighton to a horse of Michael Bell's called James Watt, and that James Watt has gone up and followed up since at Windsor, and I think it's going to be a really nice horse for better quality races this season. And I thought Wedding Date, in the colours of the Midland Racing people, could go really well tomorrow, and even at 6-1 I thought he was a good each way bet. I could definitely see him making the frame, so that's my selection for the 6:35. We then go to one of the feature races on their card tomorrow in the 7:35 with the Henry II Stakes, and I thought this horse that I'm selecting here, called Mount Moriah, had a really good chance of going very close tomorrow and was definitely a bit of a value bet at 11-2. Trained by Rafe Beckett, very good stable to follow, and also as well tomorrow Harry Bentley's booked for the ride, one of his main men. This horse has got some really good pieces of form, especially last year in its final run on Champions Day at Ascot, when it finished 4th to the likes of Order of St George, Torcedor and Stradivarius. Now, if you follow your racing on a day-to-day basis like I do, you know that Torcedor has already gone and won at Ascot already this season, and Stradivarius won at the Dante Festival at York last week. So the form has already been boosted, wasn't too far beaten that day. And with the rain coming on tomorrow, it might be a little bit softish on the ground down in the south at Sandown. I thought that will definitely play to its strengths, and I could see it going really well. And I thought 11-2 with a little bit of form like that, like we just said about, could see it go really close tomorrow, and I thought wasn't a bad even each way bet at 11-2. So that's the selection there. We then go to the 840 and we're going with a horse called Fastar. Now hopefully it does go faster tomorrow. It's around about 9-1 bookmakers at the moment, trained by Brian Meehan, and Frankie Dettori, another interesting jockey booking, is booked for the ride tomorrow. Now this horse was really impressive last season. It was definitely taking an upward curve and won on the course and distance over at Sandown, so that's a tick in the box. It's got some course form. Also as well, with the rain coming in tomorrow, it should definitely appreciate it. It won on some softer ground last season, so that's another tick in the box. And I thought 9-1, even though it is drawn on the outside tomorrow, had a really good chance of going really close in the race, and I could definitely see it making the frame. So they're the selections for tomorrow's horse racing action. Like we already said, if you've got any questions for tomorrow's racing at Goodwood, let me know on Twitter, where you can follow at Lucky15. Also as well, if you saw me on Twitter earlier, I didn't make a vlog for today's racing, but I did put a tweet out saying that I will be doing some previews for the Irish 1000 and 2000 guineas this weekend, and they'll probably go up either tomorrow or Friday night, so stay tuned to them. They'll be specially dedicated to those races, where I'll be giving you my thoughts and feelings on this year's renewal with the runners and riders, so stay tuned to that. And also as well, so you don't miss those, please subscribe to my YouTube channel here at Lucky15. So that's all I got to say. Please gamble responsibly. Hopefully we can have some winners tomorrow, and we'll be seeing you soon.